Perfect. All right, everybody. Another live stream. Like I said, okay, nobody's see film reviews and more. You're here. Okay, just give me a sec. What I was just see film reviews and more about doing. I was gonna give you guys an update and tell you about what's gonna be going on in this live stream. But first, I want to fix my lights a little bit. Oh, holy cow, that's still way too bright. I hope this works. Alrighty, here we are. Little darker. Hopefully you guys can see me. All right, let's see. Oh, holy cow, I need to keep my glasses on. All right. Hey guys, how is it going? It's been a week and Ryan O'Toole is in the house. Hey, how's it going, man? Ninja Superstar. Whoa, we got an influx of people coming up. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. You guys are all fantastic and all rock stars. We're going to get to the 5-minute mark, and then you know the drill when it comes to these live streams. We will get this thing started. Full Metal Cowboy. Hey, Full Metal Cowboy. Thank you for showing up, man. Almost sideways. Adam, Evolution Brother. Thank you for showing up. You're the best rock star. Aw, thanks, man. All right, guys. So for those of you who are showing up and sorry if I sorry if I just destroyed your eardrums. But yeah. I'm sorry I just destroyed your eardrums, but I'm just really excited because I got a lot of really awesome stuff to tell you guys, or at least I hope you think it's awesome. A lot of information about the channel, a lot of stuff going on forward, lots of projects coming down the road that you guys should know about. And yeah, so Ninja Warrior Superstar, hi man, who do you have to go live when I was in the middle of well, I'm great. Yeah, if you guys don't already know, Zach and I, we actually the newest episode of the Sweet Film Podcast, it's actually up on both iTunes and SoundCloud right now. So if you don't have time to watch it, you can listen to it there. And if you do have about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes, the Sweet Film Podcast episode that we did with Durbin talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's actually over on Zach's channel. So please show your full support and go check those out. We love doing those. Yes. Oh, Full Metal Cowboy, you are exactly right. Avengers Infinity War is 1 week away. One singular week. I can't. Okay, I'm going to keep myself calm because all of this energy, this high attention energy, I gotta save for later on in the stream because the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Infinity War is something we are going to be talking about here. And we got about 1 more minute before we get this live stream started, and I cannot wait to start this with you guys. But once again, everybody who's in the chat, everybody who's here to listen to this and to be part of the community, thank you so much. This really does mean a lot. You guys are all the best. All right. And Ninja Warrior Superstar actually gives a great example. If you guys need to leave, but then you'll come right back, I mean, that's perfectly fine. If you have to leave, that's perfectly okay. Ryan O'Toole says, next week is going to be insane. Yeah, it is. Alamo Sideways says, go listen to the Sweet Film Podcast. It was a great episode this week, as always. Aw, thanks, man. For all of you who are supporting us on the Sweet Film Podcast, obviously Zach isn't here because we're on 2 opposite ends of the country. But here's the thing: thank you guys for all the support that you give Zach and I putting that podcast up every couple of weeks. We'd like to have a more consistent schedule. I mean, we would like to upload an episode every week, but it's a little bit too taxing and it's not really all that feasible. So every couple of weeks is when we try to get these episodes out. But Thank you guys so much for your full support. And we are at the 5-minute mark. So you know what that means, everybody. It's time to discuss what's going on. Now, the title of this live stream, if you couldn't already see, is I need to give you all an apology. And there's a reason for that. The reason why I need to apologize is because last week, I remember I promised you guys, I said, guess what, everybody? This week, I'm going to go location scouting for this major project. I'm going to put together a vlog style video, and I'm going to do it instead of my regular live stream. Well, in all honesty, I probably, even if I did upload that video, I would probably still do a live stream. But this week in particular, this week, weather around Maine has really been atrocious. Just lots of dingy and cloudy and rainy weather. And I really just haven't had a chance to go out and go location scouting is what it comes down to. I mean, the weather's been atrocious. I've been trying to keep up with school because the last two weeks of school are officially upon me. And that's actually one of the other announcement I want to give you guys is I am going to once school is over, and for you guys who don't know, school is over for me personally the week of May 6th. That is the last week of school that I have. And after that week's over, I'm going to be going into full on video nature, full on production when it comes to my projects. And as you guys know, after the 27th is over, when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, besides collaborations that I will be having going on with other people like Ryan, like Zach, or like any of the others, I'm really going to pull back on the number of videos that I put up on my channel each week. I'll have reviews for each of the new movies that come out every week. But for the most part, I'm going to be working on major projects for the channel, and that's going to take up a lot of my time. And as soon as the week of May 6th is over, I'm going to be going into, I'll have more free time. So I'll be going into full on production. I'll be going out location scouting, taking you guys with me. And I want to try to put together vlog style videos. So each week, maybe I'll give you like one of some filming that I'm doing, or show you some of the stuff that I do to prepare for this stuff, or some of the stuff that I do to prepare when I'm writing scripts. I mean, who knows? It's going to vary from week to week, but regular movie reviews and my analysis for the channel, they're going to die down, and you guys are going to get more, I'd say more behind the scenes kinds of videos. I love doing that kind of stuff and showing you guys an insight into my process of how I do and how I'm getting prepared for all this stuff. I'm really, really excited. But yeah, first, I need to apologize to you guys, because when it comes to me, when I said I would make a vlog style video for you this week, I sincerely apologize. But vlog style videos, vlog style behind the scenes videos, those are things I want to do moving forward for you. And also, just as a heads up, another thing to do with May 6th, I believe the weekend, Friday through Sunday, I believe is May 4th through the 6th. So one thing I want to tell you guys about that is that particular weekend, I will have just finished up with school and everything else I've got going on. So I'm going to take that 3-day weekend. I'm going to take it as a rest weekend. So I don't, unless there's, a giant release that comes out May 6th or something that I really want to talk about, I don't think I'm going to upload any videos to my channel that weekend, only because up to May, let's say May 4th, up to May 4th, I will have been consistently not only doing schoolwork, doing all this stuff. It will have been about, 5 to 6 months with really maybe one break here and there, but I just need a weekend to decompress, to rest, so I can be ready for the next week, so I can provide you guys with even more content, so I can come back focused, so I can be ready for the next week, so I can go into full production, and so I can give you guys the best content available once it comes onto my mind. So a little bit of a retreat the weekend of May 6th, and an apology once again, but thank you guys so much for listening. You guys are all rock stars. Now, as far as this channel goes, like I said, you guys probably know reviews for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They are up on my channel right now. My review of Avengers Age of Ultron came out today, and up until the 27th, we're going through every single film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be a complete blast. Now, let's see what we got going on in the chat. Full Metal Cowboy says, I was thinking of skipping out on I Feel Pretty and watching West Side Story and said, that's a good choice because West Side Story is one of the best musicals out there. Almost Sideways says, you got to have your time, bro. Totally support you, my brother. Well, Adam, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. Let's see here. I had a plan. So reviews, location scouting, filming vlogs. We pretty much covered all that stuff. And yeah, guys, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is coming to a head this week because next Thursday, Avengers Infinity War finally comes out. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to be showing up there at the movie theater. I'm going to be there 3 hours early. And for those of you, wherever you are, it's painful, I know. Sitting in a theater seat for hours and hours on end, it's a pain. I know. But let me give you an idea. I remember going to the Black Panther premiere at my local movie theater, and I was there about 2 hours early. I struggled to find a seat. So Almost Sideways says, wait, Avengers comes out this week? I thought it was Ant-Man. Okay, moving on. Okay, it's so overhyped. Yeah, it is overhyped, but what I will say about it is that it's overhyped to the point of it's kind of like Star Wars The Force Awakens, or pretty much Star Wars in general, or a lot of the films that are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or heck, you look at the grand scope of where cinema is today when it comes to superhero films or whatever else. There are a lot of films that are overhyped. I mean, heck, look at Avatar. By the time Avatar came out in 2009, that film was ridiculously overhyped. But it's still great. So we'll see. There is some stuff to be worried about for Infinity War for sure. There is some stuff to predict. But if you guys want to know more about what my thoughts are for Avengers Infinity War, you should go either over to iTunes or SoundCloud or Zach Pope's channel and go see the Sweet Film Podcast. But okay, let's see. Rhino says some of our pals get to see Infinity War on Tuesday. So yeah, they do. And I think we can agree, if they even throw the slightest hint of a spoiler, we might have to fly out. And you might have to pay them a visit. Isn't that right, Ryan? Okay, let's see here. BY says, there's so many superhero movies coming out. It's so constant and annoying, so I can never get my hype up. Well, it makes sense. One thing I will say, though, is that it doesn't matter how many times I watch the trailer for Deadpool 2, the second one. I thought the first one was pretty good. Even the Bob Ross teaser was fantastic. But I mean, this newest trailer for Deadpool 2, it looks so good. It looks ridiculous. Honestly, I remember watching interviews with Josh Brolin, and he said he thought that Deadpool 2 was funnier than the first Deadpool, which I find that kind of hard to believe. But if that's the case, if they can... Chandler Videos, what is going on, my friend? All right, so yeah, if they can actually succeed in making Deadpool 2 funnier and better than the first one was, which I don't even know how that's possible. However, if they do it, it's going to be fantastic. You know what? May really is the month to beat this year, because this year we have... I mean, the summer of 2017 was a pretty hard summer to beat, but I mean, just in the month of May, let's take a look at this. We have, well, maybe not the month of May. I'm going to count April 27th in the month of May because it's just so close. But we have Avengers Infinity War coming out next week. A couple weeks after that, we have Deadpool 2. And then at the end of May, we have Solo: A Star Wars Story. But Solo: A Star Wars Story, of course, it doesn't really look like it's going to be anything all that special. What I will say about it is that I hope that Solo: A Star Wars Story, the only thing I want from it is I don't want it to butcher one of my favorite characters of all time. And I just want it to be a fun space adventure. I mean, it doesn't need to be a suit-worthy, awesome, amazing movie. It just needs to be a fun space adventure. Almost Sideways says, don't forget Life of the Party, the new Melissa McCarthy film. You know what? Life of the Party, I saw the trailer for that a little while ago, and I have to say that I think it actually looks pretty funny. Then again, it might be this year's The House. Who knows? But who knows? Game night this year, that could have been this year's The House, but that film was great. Okay, Ryan O'Toole says May is going to fly by too, so there's going to be such little time to enjoy it all. Movie Man, thank you so much for showing up. And yeah, Han Solo is one of my all-time favorite characters too. I love that guy. All right. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. Guys, there is something I wanted to tell you. And I'm not going to spoil this for you, but there is something very, very special going to be happening on my channel soon. I don't want to give too many specifics about it, but there's a major project happening on the channel this week, and I am hopefully going to have it up to you guys by next week. But once it officially comes, I think you're all gonna like what you see, because honestly, this is something that I've had planned for a little while. Let's say I've had it planned for probably 6 months. And yeah, I really can't wait for you guys to see it. And honestly, this is why I'm excited to bring you like a behind the scenes type vlog video, because once this small project gets out, I actually want to show you guys some behind the scenes of what I did and explain how I went about it and explore that little element. But I have a feeling you guys are going to enjoy what you see. I just have a feeling. All right, let's see here. I found out about the largest movie collection of all time, standing at 190,000 movies. Who on earth has a house that can hold 190,000 movies? That's incredible. All right, let's see here. Ninja Warrior Superstar says, Black Panther to Cody, get this man some more subs. Get this man some more subs. Oh, Ninja Warrior Superstar, man, thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. I mean, after all, guys, you know what it is with me at this point. Honestly, I don't have the largest following in the world. I don't have the largest amount of subscribers in the world. But I honestly think that the subscribers I do have in the community and family we've built here, I think they're the greatest people in the world. You guys know that I've met some of my best friends on here, Ryan, Adam, Zach Pope, who is, I guess you could call us not business partners. I don't want to use that term to describe our friendship, but project partners, I guess is what I'll say. Project partners, and all the collaborations, the whole family aspect of this community. It's one of the things I love the most. And you guys, whenever you come back and you comment and you watch the videos, it doesn't really matter how many views or how many subs. It doesn't really matter to me, because what matters to me is this community aspect. The fact that we can build conversations with one another, that we can build something and cherish something and create something truly, truly magical. Alrighty. Let's see here. Movie Man says, maybe me and you can do a collaboration someday. You know what, Movie Man? Maybe someday. Rewind Replay. Good morning from Australia. Good morning from America. Rewind Replay. Guys, if you guys don't know who Rewind Replay, oh geez, guys, thank you so much for showing up. Everybody who is showing up to this live stream, just thank you. So what we've talked about so far, guys, is I had to give an apology for not coming up with content for this week. I was supposed to do a vlog style video instead of a live stream, but I failed on that aspect because of Mother Nature and weather conditions. And then we've just been, talking about life, talking about this YouTube channel, talking about other people, and talking about getting ready for Marvel's Infinity War. Because, man, oh man, when this comes around, it's going to be the event of the summer. Oh, quickly, whatever your guys' thoughts are, how much money do you think Avengers Infinity War is going to make opening weekend? Because at the moment, people are predicting that it's going to make around 248 million. Honestly, I don't think I can disagree with that. But if I were to predict, I would say that I believe that Avengers Infinity War is going to make somewhere between 250 and 260 million. I know it's hard to beat because Star Wars The Force Awakens was a monster. So I'm going to say 250, 260. Ryan O'Toole says 270 to 275. Really good guess, Ryan. 251 million. Ninja Warrior Superstar. Very good guess. It's funny. It's really interesting. We'll see, because the pre-ticket sales for Infinity War have been insane. I mean, it's been nuts, and I cannot wait. Although, like I said, I don't want to give too much away about my thoughts about Avengers Infinity War. If you want to get my thoughts about Avengers Infinity War, then go check out the Sweet Film Podcast. All right, let's see here. Movie Man says, well, last time I tuned into one of your live streams, I brought a bad movie. You know what? If you did, I probably don't remember them. And I don't know, it may or may not be a good thing that I forgot. Okay, let's see here. Rewind Replay says, question, have you ever made a video and thought it would go well but flopped? That is an excellent question. Yeah, I did actually. And I'm sure Ryan O'Toole remembers this, but a little while ago, I was in last semester. So I guess it's a period of like 4 or 5 months ago. I was in a film class. And some buddies and we made a short film called Jordan Park. And shortly after the class got over, I compiled the footage. I tried to make as compelling enough of a thumbnail that I thought I could, and I uploaded it to YouTube. And honestly, the video was it was well filmed. It was well put together. The story was extremely well handled. At least I thought. This is just my opinion, and I guess I have a bias because me and my buddies created it, and I think it is a really excellent short film. But then I uploaded it on YouTube, and it might have been because I didn't market it correctly, or it might have been something too different for my channel than people were used to, but it didn't exactly do that well. I think it got, I believe it got only maybe 60 to 80 views on it, which, like I said, at least people saw it. And that's what matters the most to me, is that at least people got to see it. Okay. Movie Man, I've told you this before. I'm not buying Batman and Robin on Blu-ray. Besides, you know what? No, I'm not buying it on Blu-ray. Ninja Warrior Super... Just kidding, man. You're awesome. Okay, Ninja Warrior Superstar says, Avengers Infinity War don't stand a chance against the box office against that Condiment King solo movie starred Justin Bieber coming out. At Movie Man, I've already technically did that. Oh, Chandler. Well, guys, okay. So here comes the point in the video. I've gotten across all my points that I wanted to say. I've gotten across really every little thing I wanted to get across about the future of this channel. Like I said, April 27th is happening this week. And like I've told you guys before, because you have the right to know, after April 27th is done, the amount of videos that I punch out during the week, it's going to be it's going to be significantly lower because I want to focus on film related projects. I want to focus on crafting and creating the best possible videos that I can for you guys and create the best content that I can for you guys. And so while I'm in the process of doing these projects, I do want to create vlog style videos. And who knows, they might be even lifestyle vlogs. They might be just showing you guys what I do on a day-to-day basis, to show you what I do to get ready for my day, to get ready to work on projects or schoolwork or getting ready to go to work. I mean, it might be that kind of stuff, but I cannot wait to bring you some of the best content that I possibly can. All right, and now as far as the channel goes, as far as this live stream goes, guys, we're going to make it to 30 minutes. Let's do that. So at this point, I'm going to leave the chat open to every single one of you, and for all of you that may have questions or want to be part of the community, keep going. Ask your questions. Do what you have to. I'm just going to be a talking piece here to answer your questions or talk to you about your statements. Whatever your thoughts may be, leave them right here. Okay, so Ninja Warrior Superstars, I did that too, Chandler. Rewind Replay said, I read one of your scripts a while back. Have you worked on it further? You know, I've worked on it and yes, if you guys don't know, a little while ago, I did send a copy of my script. I think it was Broken Petals. I think that's what it was. I believe it or Superhero Bros or something along those lines. But it was a script about two bros that deal with a darkness inside their heart. I don't want to give too much away, but I have been working on it, but my life has been consumed that I haven't really had a lot of time to. I do want to get back into working on it this summer. If there's one thing I want to work on this summer besides the projects I'm going to be doing on YouTube, is I want to try to work on not perfecting, but improving all the scripts that I've written so far in the past. All right, let's see here. All right, O'Toole says, checking out any movies this weekend. You know, I was planning on seeing movies this weekend, but then I thought to myself, this weekend, I want to focus on schoolwork. I want to focus on going over all the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff that I've created so far. And more importantly, I want to work on getting prepared for this week where I can start location scouting as soon as the weather picks up. Because if you guys don't know, in Maine, the weather is supposed to pick up by further this weekend. And by Monday, it's supposed to be 65 degrees. And hopefully the rest of the week will follow. So I am hoping with the rest of this week, I will be able to go location scouting. So that's really one of the reasons why I haven't seen I Feel Pretty. I understand that people are saying that it's got a really good message. I do appreciate the message that Amy Schumer is trying to push out in this movie. I do appreciate all that stuff. But honestly, I don't really have any interest to see any of the movies that are out this weekend. So, okay. So yeah, if I do end up going to the movies this weekend, I'll probably end up seeing A Quiet Place again, or I'll end up going to see Black Panther or Ready Player One. Jeez, there are some good movies in theaters right now. All right, Ninja Warrior Superstar says, I know who's gonna win the box office battle between The Force Awakens and Avengers: Infinity War. Disney. You know what? Ninja Warrior Superstar, you are 100% correct. Disney is going to win, because they are a global empire. They're an empire that will not stop. And you know what? Here's the thing, guys. Disney is going to win the box office this summer. You know why? April 27th, we have Avengers: Infinity War. And then in the month of May, we also have Solo. And coming in June, we have The Incredibles 2. Yeah, Disney is gonna take over the world at some point. Actually, you know what? It probably already has. Ryan O'Toole says, good plan, man. Nothing crazy coming out this weekend. Yeah, Ryan, there really isn't anything too spectacular. Chandler Video says, do you have any advice for anybody who feels like the lack of motivation to create videos and want to get it back into it? You know, here's the thing. This is how I feel about motivation, and this isn't really going to be the same for everybody, but what I do, if I feel like I'm having a lack of motivation or something, the best thing that I try to do when it comes to my channel is there are definitely days where I feel down, where I feel there are days where, you know, it's a struggle because with school and work and trying to get YouTube videos out, it is definitely a struggle when you feel like you're not getting the views you want or you're not getting the attention that you want. But the main thing is to stick with it. And I know that's not the best advice, but what I usually do, what I do every single day is I really like listening to entrepreneurs. I like listening to people like Gary Vaynerchuk or Tony Robbins or Grant Cardone. I like listening to those people because they really do help me, even though they do operate in areas that may not be my area of expertise. They do give me the inspiration or the motivation to keep going because they do say on a continuous basis, this is a long haul. This is a long journey. And if you really love it, then you should keep doing it. I mean, here's also another one. We're going past the 30-minute mark, but I really don't care at this point. But if there is one entrepreneur I suggest you guys follow, all of you. Go check out Aaron Marino at the Alpha M channel. Because if there is one person who I follow more than anybody, not just for inspiration of entrepreneurialism or with YouTube, but it's also he's also a guy that gives lifestyle advice. I mean, he's somebody who encourages me to be the best version of myself. I love watching and listening to Aaron Marino's videos. And one of the things that he says, you know, maybe you're not feeling the motivation. The thing to do is either think about the accomplishment, think about the fact that you will have accomplished something, or think about, you know, just give yourself that push or focus on something else. Focus, you know, honestly, I cannot fully explain how inspirational Aaron Marino is as a person and how great of a person he is. And I know a lot of entrepreneurs that I have personally watched, some of them can come across as arrogant and in your face. Aaron Marino at Alpha M, the Alpha M YouTube channel, I'm going to tell you right now, this guy, he comes across as one of the most humble and inspirational people I think I've ever seen. I mean, I absolutely love listening to this guy, and it's one of the reasons why each and every single day that he comes out with a video, I am instantly there ready to listen to what he has to say, because he's one of those guys where I just watch him and I'm inspired by him, especially when it comes to my YouTube channel. Because like I said, yes, you know, I deal with insecurities. I deal with feelings of feeling down, or I'm depressed, or I feel like not pumping out a video on a certain day. But watching people like Aaron Marino, they give me the edge to keep moving forward and to keep doing what I need to create a life for myself and for the people around me that will be better for the future, so we can create a positive impact on the world that we live in. So I guess that would be my advice, is find somebody that inspires you. Find somebody who you can watch each and every single day, who can inspire you to be better than you were yesterday, who can inspire you to work hard, who can inspire you to keep moving forward. Aaron Marino's my guy. I don't know who yours is, but okay, let's move on. Rewind Replay says, what's the most important thing for channels our size to focus on? Honestly, the thing for channels of our size to focus on, honestly, in my personal opinion, I think the thing for channels like us to focus on, yes, we've got to look at the analytics and watch time, you know, all that stuff. YouTube is continuously changing. The thing that I would say that is the most important for everybody on a channel of our size to focus on is just focus on making the content you love. Focus on making the best content that, honestly, if you create content that you personally love, you know, it's not going to be a quick process. It really isn't. But I'm going to tell you right now, let me just give you an idea. For channels our size, look, channels our size, For my personal channel, you know, I've only got 327 subscribers, but with the 327 subscribers on this platform, I had made some of the best friends I've ever made. I focus on making content that I love, that I hope will inspire people. And if you look at the course of the and focus on continually growing, focus on continuing and improving over the course of time, whether that be with the quality of your videos or with the quality of your audio or with certain projects that you do. Like I said, a lot of times on my channel, it was just movie reviews. But if you notice, there's a lot of experimentation that I tried. I tried talking about video games. I tried setting up my own video game station so I could talk about them. That didn't really pan out. I tried talking about television shows. That didn't really pan out well either. But then I hit something that I really loved and people seem to really enjoy. And that was when I created my reviews for it before it came out. And that process, like I've told you guys before, it was about a 3-month run up of writing scripts for it, of finding locations for where I wanted to shoot, working around school and work, and just going out and doing it. And also, if you guys don't remember, the it stuff, that is what got me and Zach Pope talking. And ever since I met Zach Pope, we have the Sweet Film Podcast. We're trying to get a game show off the ground. We did the Sweet Film Awards, and so many people had such a positive experience with it that we're going to be doing it again. So honestly, the main thing that I would focus on is continually growing, work with your community, and try to find like-minded people who have the same goals as you do and want to create really, really awesome stuff to make an impact on the world around them. So that is my advice. Rewind, replay. That's my advice for the channels of our size. You know, analytics and all that technical stuff, that's all great. But I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is going to be the relationships that you build, the content that you make, and to make sure that you love what you're doing. Because if you start looking at YouTube as a job, if you start looking at it as a chore, you're going to get burnt out. That's just how it is. You're going to get burnt out, and you're not going to be on YouTube for the reason you were on here in the first place. You're not going to be on here to create content that people love. You're not going to be on here to make content for yourself. You're not going to be on here to meet like-minded individuals. I think you guys see the point that I'm trying to make here. Just be yourself. Be yourself, find like-minded individuals who like doing what you do, and create the best content that you possibly can. I can't tell you what the content of your channel should be. That's ultimately up to you guys. But just do what you love doing the most. I guess above all the other advice I've given so far, that would be it. And Rewind Replay, thank you so much, man. Giving advice, you know, I really do enjoy giving advice, but the best thing about it is when I get to see your guys' reactions, when I get to see how you act towards that advice. Because if there's one thing that we all shouldn't have in this life, it's regrets. I figure we're going to have them at some point in our lives, but there are certain points in life that I just think, what if we could prevent the regrets? What if we don't have to deal with it? All right, guys, if you have any more questions or any more stuff you want to talk about, I'll stretch this out to 45 minutes, but I think that'll be it. So any last questions or statements or stuff that you want to make, just go ahead and leave them in the chat room. And if you don't leave them in the chat room, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. And you guys know I'll get to as many of you as I can. But the last 6.5 minutes, it's ultimately for you guys. So whatever comments or questions or advice you want, just leave them in the chat room. But this has been great, guys. Thank you all so much for showing up. This really, really means a lot. You guys are all the best. And I love that we have this community, because if you guys didn't know, before getting on YouTube, and you could probably see it in some of my earlier reviews, I was an extremely shy kid. When I got on YouTube, I kind of acted a little bit like a different person, but it's really helped me come out of my shell. Being on YouTube has helped me become more confident. It's helped me to become the best version of myself that I am. And it's helped me to become the version of myself that you guys see today. All right, Rewind Replay. What are some aspects of other channels you enjoyed that you don't do or have the ability to do? Well, have the ability to do is one thing that here's the thing that I would love. If there's one channel that I follow a lot that's more of in a television style format, if you guys know my personality, then you could probably guess that I am a really, really big fan of Good Mythical Morning. Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link is a channel that I have watched for years and years. I've been watching it since about 2010 when I first entered high school. And the way that they put together and structure all this stuff, I love what they've done, because if there's anybody else on YouTube that I feel deserve the accolades and the benefits of YouTube that they're getting, it is Rhett and Link. They've put together such an amazing system for entertaining and educating and providing content that will inspire people. And if there's an individual as far as the movie reviewing community that inspires me, I guess it would have to be Jeremy Johns, the Flick Pick, and Chris Stuckman. Those are the three people who I have followed the most. And I can't say that the ability to do what they do is impossible, but they've been able to grow over the course of time. And, like I said before, continuous growth, focusing on goals, pushing yourself to be better than you were yesterday, finding people that inspire you. I think that's ultimately, and finding a system that works for you. Because honestly, I find for me personally, I find if I have a morning routine, a night routine, and then I just do what I need to get done during the day. So I pretty much bookend different routines at the beginning and the end of my day. And I feel as though if I followed those routines to a T, then the pages of my day, so to speak, they kind of fill out and I get done what I need to get done. And if you guys don't know, generally, just as I guess if you guys want, I suppose we could do this for a behind the scenes vlog type video down the road, but generally I'm up by 4:00 in the morning, and and that's generally when my day starts. When I consider when I consider stuff that keeps me going during the day, and I consider all the stuff I need to get done during the day, I start at 4:00 in the morning and I go till about 6:00 at night. So 14 hours. And I do that for 6 days a week. So that's Monday through Saturday for the most part. And then generally Sunday, I try to rest as much as I can. But yeah, so honestly, if there's a tip of advice I can give about setting up your day, is find a morning and a nighttime routine that works for you. And I feel as though that will actually help you get through the rest of your day and help you get the stuff you need to get done, because it'll give you a sense of organization. It'll give you a sense of completion, that you've done what you needed to first thing in the morning so you can get through the rest of your day. And you've gotten through your morning and the rest of your day. So now you can calm down in the evening, do what you need to rest, and just relax from what you've done, because you've done a good job. All right, Movie Man says, me, you, and Ryan's funeral shall be held the day after the review, or when I buy it. Movie Man? No, it shall not be, because I don't have any plan on dying soon. Although if I watch Batman and Robin, that could be the case, because I'm not a fan of bat nipples. Okay. Okay, so we got about a minute left, guys. So I think I'm just going to give you guys my closing words. I know this started out talking about Avengers Infinity War and talking about the stuff that I have planned for the channel, but I think we ended it. On a pretty good note. And I honestly think beyond everything else, I think this is the stuff that is important here, because that's the stuff that me and Zach Pope are trying to encourage on you guys. Is the fact that no matter what anybody else says, no matter what anybody else is trying to do, it's hard work. It certainly is. But if you love what you're doing, then it doesn't necessarily feel like it. And honestly, YouTube, it's hard. It's extremely hard. But in my opinion, even if you don't end up doing YouTube as a career, I feel this is the one thing where I feel more the amount of opportunities that have opened up to me as a person is astronomical. And it all started with YouTube. So honestly, guys, do what you do. You inspire me. Even if I inspire you, you guys inspire me more. You guys keep me on track. You guys make me want to be the best version of myself on a constant basis. So, once again, find somebody who inspires you, do what you love, and be as creative as you can be. And make sure you have a great group of people and a great cinema.